when they might be quite simply untalented, or just lazy, or money-minded, or all three at once.
Money-minded.
Welcome to the LeafCast, a first-time reader show based on the epic fantasy series The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. My name is Ryan, and I'm currently watching an Aes Sedai get her groove back.
And I am Ryan's brother Dan, and by the light and my hope of salvation and rebirth, I swear to serve you in whatever way you require, for as long as you require, or may the Creator's face turn from me forever, and darkness consume my soul. And we are the way, the leaf, and this is the LeafCast.
Yeah! Yay! Such pleasant tidings. And this, I believe, is episode 87.
It's 80.
We're
85,
we're inching up. We're inching up to that centennial mark.
Yeah.
We're going to be septuagenarians. Wait, what's 100?
Ryan, if we were good golfers, we could shoot our show's age right now, but we're not. So give us 20 more shows, and we'll be there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we love you. We care for you. Thank you for joining us.
We're
this is the first time
you
we're
had
doing
a
the show.
good week so far, guys.
Everyone is welcome. All is accepted.
Ryan, we have a great chat right now. We have our friend Howie Stevens is live. What?
Yes, it's right
on Discord.
We're loving Howie. We're loving all of our friends who are joining us. If you can't catch us live, let me tell you what this is. This is a first-time reader show. We're going to be spoiler-free up to Fires of Heaven, chapters 1 and 2. Eventually, I'm going to bring in our one guest. Well, guys, we only got one guest tonight.
We only got one, right?
Why am I saying he's a guest? He's a
Just bring him in. He's the man. He's the meat. He's the
meat
in their dinner plate. He's
he's a what?
The meat in our dinner plate.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You know him, you love him.
What?
Hey, Ryan, mute on Discord.
The meatier, the better.
I'm hearing stuff. I gotta mute. We gotta mute. Hold on.
All right, we're good. Hey, Josh. Everyone's muted.
That's already sus, right?
That is totally sus.
Okay. Ryan, you look like you're like the guy in my dreams. Like you're all shadowy.
I know.
I just see like the glow of your eyes. Oh.
Shadowy, huh?
Shadowy. Hi, Josh.
Hey, Dan.
Hi, Josh. I love you. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm great. I look into your eyes and I get lost.
Nice. I'm just one item on your meal plate, apparently.
Oh, well, you know what? Everyone's needs a side dish or two, right? Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hubba. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink.
Hamana. Auga.
Oh,
shit.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
I like this better. I know. Hey, everybody.
Friends at last.
Come on. Who's that hippie guy?
Ryan, your camera is a bit blown out or something.
Yeah, I'll figure. Yeah, I got that, baby.
Blown out like a butthole after a wedding.
Matt, welcome back. We missed you.
Indeed. And we see. I saw Todd was lurking. Todd, we love you. We're blowing kisses.
Todd was lurking.
Todd was lurking. Yeah.
He says he misses us already. He will join in some episodes. So this man is going to be slowly reading along with us in the slowest book club in history of mankind. KayK Sedai. This is wholly unnecessary, but wholly appreciated. Yay!
Yay!
87 is one of those milestones, man. What is a gemstone for 87 years? Brother Dan, you're muted again. I don't know what's going on. Why do you keep muting that shit?
My mic is so stupid. Every time I touch it, it's the StreamYard's like, well, I guess we're switching things. And I'm like, no, go back to it. But
go back.
I don't know. I think I have a bad cord or something.
Carrie John, are you going to be at WOTCon? Let's all talk about WOTCon.
Carrie, get your daughter in the chat.
Talk about WOT. Dan, that's the creepiest thing you've ever said.
Carrie, get your dang daughter in the chat.
What are you saying? Explain yourself to the audience. No one knows what you're talking about.
Apparently, Carrie John's daughter and I are new best friends. We miss each other whenever we don't see each other. And yeah, she was asking about me. She was rooting for me when we did our WOT of Fortune. Wait, hold on. I won that one, right?
Right. She is listening.
Ryan, I did win that.
Hello, little John. I lost. I stopped.
Jason, I did win that round, right? Okay, I was just making sure. So, Carrie John, your daughter has not only impeccable taste, but also fantastic betting ability. She should bet on horses or something. She picks the winners. Anyways, it's good to. I'm glad that she's listening. It's good.
Yeah,
to see
moving right along. Oh my gosh, MaTsDaGger.
Was that great? Matt hating Josh. John, you know what?
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Matt is like kimchi. It is an acquired taste. You know, not everyone. Anyways, we'll get into Matt, I guess, later. But Matt's, you know, he's a bouquet of flowers, and not all of them are pretty.
Some of them are scrappy weeds.
Some of them just drink and gamble and pinch women's booties.
Yeah, and like just follow anti-vax threads on YouTube.
So, yeah. Matt certainly has no idea who won the 2020 election. Matt is still confused.
Hey, there are problems. There are problems. People are saying there are problems.
So Matt's still on the fence. I understand.
Oh, we got a Village Mattress weighing in here too for missing everybody.
Oh, I miss you too. God damn it, guys! This feels like a high school reunion where you're giving us money.
New book, Homecoming.
New book, Homecoming. Yeah.
Fires of Heaven. Season 5 is happening now. We're gonna bring it to you. We're gonna take you. We're gonna sow a cow. We're gonna
keep
mend
going.
your daughters. We're gonna mend your world. We're gonna mend the world like Loki and Ablar. That was the word.
Ryan, if you had done that in Polish, it would have been a perfect iambic pentameter and rhymed.
And it would have made about as much sense.
Yeah. Hey. I rhymed Ablar with nothing. Just nothing. Just hung it out there.
Straight up.
Dangling participle. Miss you, VM. This is a great start to the show, man. What are we doing here?
When you're doing the thrust,
Josh, we're gonna get so fucking metaphysical. You can't even handle. You're not gonna even handle this. You're gonna go to bed just dreaming of metaphysics. I'm gonna impress you today. That's my goal. I'm gonna impress Josh.
All right, I'm waiting.
I've been waiting for this moment.
It's gonna be a while.
Yeah, what?
Just kidding.
Already.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right. I should have rhymed Logan Ablar with Bablar, the German.
Bablar.
Babar, no, it's Babar.
Bablar.
Nice, FartVader.
Bablar. Is it Logan Ablar?
Yeah.
No. Ablar.
No.
It's Ablar. Strong
This
A.
was
Strong
like
A.
Affleck. Ablar.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited to fan the sparks.
Oh,
what a pro!
yeah,
Wow.
and it's July 5th. Like so timely.
So
Only a day late.
Every 4th of July, I hose down my roof with water. Make sure no one's gonna ignite my domicile.
Ryan,
I give all my animals CBD.
Does it? Ryan,
I cover their ears with weaves of air.
Should I mention that my dog got in some gummies?
Dan, you're live. Dan.
Yeah, Josh, should I tell you my dog got into my gummies?
Dan,
No, I didn't.
5 of them.
I didn't hear that.
She was seeing the elves. She was talking with Jesus.
Jesus, speaking in tongues.
Well, you know what? It serves her right. God damn it! That it wasn't. It was obviously on the shelf. You shouldn't have hopped up there. All right.
All right. Speaking of Jesus, I think this is a good time to announce to the world that Josh has a very specific Jesus riding a rocket ship tattoo. Maybe if we're lucky, he will show us his Jesus riding a rocket ship tattoo.
Ooh,
it's kind of hard to do on this camera, but yeah.
Just
need a leg cam.
Just do it. Eventually, just get.
Have I seen it? Have I seen this, Josh?
He doesn't wear shorts very often.
Oh,
he doesn't wear shorts very often.
He wears that like
wear shorts. What are you talking about?
His beanie leggings, like
beanie leggings,
like Bo Derek.
Yeah,
they're called leg warmers, Dan.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Beanie leggings, leg warmers. You know, tomato.
It's when he's doing it like ecstatic jazz.
Just straight up doing some, exact jazzercise.
Ecstatic jazzercise.
Let's get physical.
Oh man,
going, baby.
Who knows? Who doesn't know about ecstatic dance? I have a friend who comes over and tells me about ecstatic dance all the time.
Ecstatic dance, huh?
And then look, Google.
Eric? Who? Eric?
Everyone on YouTube. What is happening?
I know on the Rick Air. Hey.
What? I'm just saying some generic white person name. Come on.
You're right. Yes.
Is he your friend, Chad?
Yeah. No. Yeah. You hit the nail on the head right there.
Eric, Chad, Rick. Guys, all right. To your point, Josh, let's fan the flame, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Chapter 1 of The Fires of Heaven. We found out in the prologue that Elida is the Amerlin. And this pretty much is Min, Leanne, and Swan. They're on the lam from the White Tower. But we find them in Braham's Wood. And they have been captured and are being sentenced for stealing, for assault, for arson, attempted manslaughter, for obstruction of justice,
thievery,
for disturbing the peace. They're getting the book thrown at them, and they got caught. They were with Logain, as you remember. I think it was our boy Gowan who let them go, right? Even though he knew what the fuck was up. So Logain apparently did all this stuff. He's the one who attacked the farmer. Admer. His last name his middle name is L. So he's Admiral Nim.
Okay.
Admiral Nim is the one who Logain punched. And then apparently went into his house and robbed him. They are facing a possible public execution, but at best a public flogging or strapping. I think we talked about this before, guys. But did Emmons Field have corporal punishment like this? Did they have public, perhaps executions? If not executions, then canings or floggings? I mean, they must
in
have,
Andor
right?
or in the Two Rivers.
I was thinking of the Two Rivers. Did they mete out this same kind of justice?
I mean, they certainly used What was it that Nynaeve would use to hit people with?
A cudgel or a staff?
A switch.
A
A
switch.
switch. They would switch
switch.
people,
Oh,
which I'm
a
assuming is
switch
kind of
battle
strapping-esque.
But that was just like that. No. That was just to keep.
I know,
Yeah,
but I'm
like
saying
all
as a
people.
punishment, if they're switching people just to keep them in line, maybe as a punishment they would whip them.
Yeah. I mean, let's say they had someone who burned down a barn and robbed a farm. You're goddamn right. They're gonna hang them, right?
Yeah, weren't they like they were gonna hang them before other people interceded, right?
Yeah, the Nems were, and until Gareth Bryan, Bryn. What do you call it, Bryn or Bryan?
Bryn.
Bryn. All right, let's Ryan.
Wait, is Gareth Bryan? Is that how
Gareth
you
Bryan
read
or
it?
Gareth Bryn?
Do you read it as Gareth Bryan?
I read it as Bryn.
No, yeah, okay,
Bryan.
no, Bryn. Yeah, Bryn. Gareth
I
Bryn.
do it like saltwater, like shit, like Bryan.
Yeah,
Purple
okay,
juice.
yeah.
All right,
Baleen.
hold on. Doesn't
Catches the brine.
doesn't the audiobook call it Gareth Bryan?
Who gives it?
I don't know. All right. I'll get off of it.
Well,
You're right.
don't get off on
Yeah,
right now and wait till break.
But it says here, Swan says, if we are lucky, Swan replied without moving, a strapping in the village square, not so lucky, it will be a flogging. What's the difference? I don't know. They seem pretty synonymous to me. Maybe you're flogging, you bleed. I don't know. Anyway, all right. I'm a minutia.
Strapping's like being belted, I guess, but flogging maybe is more people doing it. I don't know. Flogging is with a whip, Matt says. Okay.
Oh, I like that Irish punk band strapping
flogging
molly.
mollies.
Oh, strapping. Oh, flogging mollies. That's right.
Strapping mollies.
Well, it's
No,
only
strapping
one,
mollies is how you export MDMA into Mexico. You gotta
right?
strap
Right. You're
mollies.
mollies. No, it's Molly. Singular. One
Yeah,
person.
it is singular, right?
Flogging molly. Yeah. Ha. So Logain also took some horses. They are on their way to kind of face judgment. Leanne is getting herself all dolled up. And they actually, Min has a makeup box that she got from what's her name? Sharon?
Sharon. Yep, Sharon.
And it says, quote, there was a small mirror inside the hinge lid of the box. That box has got to be worth some bank in this time, right? Were mirrors like, I mean,
Yeah, wouldn't have you heard of a mirror reference?
well, I say, yeah, I mean, Rand had mirrors and all his reflections attacked him, but he was a lord and mirrors were like, and they have mirrors that they reflect, they put candles in front of like little mirrored things to like help project light into a room. But gosh, having a box with a mirror in that's not made in Taiwan or factory shit. That's like handcrafted. I don't know. That seems
Pretty cool. Yeah.
that seems fucking rad. I don't know.
I didn't notice that. Thanks for telling us.
Fucking
man.
rad.
That's fucking rad. Leanne is practicing her Domani skills. Apparently, the Domani, man, they know how to work it.
They do.
They know how to work it. And Leanne hasn't worked it in a while. She's rusty, but she's certainly
what is it, Dan?
work it.
What is it? It's it.
Work
What is
it.
it?
It's you know what? It's if you don't have it is undefined, but I can tell you don't have it.
All right, so yeah, doesn't have to be a good mirror. Noman Garden is bringing up. Cheap mirror would just be polished wax metal. Expensive mirror would be silver glass. Dan, I think you just got nerd smacked.
Well, it did say a small mirror. So I'm only going by what Robert Jordan wrote, but she had
but no, you're not just going by what he wrote. You're assuming it's some amazing, like, nice mirror that is like expensive. And this guy's G&G's like, bro, it could be just cheap ass mirror.
Come on, man.
It can be Kmart.
You know what?
Kmart
Yeah. I guess you're right. But do you think
Technically, it's a pre-modern compact.
Leanne cannot look as fleek as she does. Yeah, it is she cannot look as fleek as she does with a ghetto ass mirror. Come on. She had a good mirror, and you know it.
Kayla,
yes,
you're right.
Kayla, yes,
you're right.
Yes, you know it when you see it. Yes.
No, not when you see it. You know it, and you see it. It's I think those word choices are like a Japanese koan.
There is something problematic I found about Leanne's thing here, though. So it says, quote, she's talking about her like trying to manipulate guys. I say, it says, quote, my mother always said if that happened, you had miscalculated badly. If there was no back way out, you had to, no, wait. Oh fuck! Let me reach. All right, let me.
Was that a Freudian slip, Dan?
No, it's right here. Quote: my mother always said that. Fuck. My mother always said if that happened, you had miscalculated badly. If there was no back way out, you had to either abandon dignity and run, or pay the price and consider it a lesson. My Aunt Rosara said you paid the price and enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it, right?
All right. Well, I mean, let's drink to back way out, please.
To the back way out.
Yeah.
And also, just flipping regard to potential sexual assaults in there. God damn it.
What? Well, okay. I mean, you're right. Maybe, but if you're, I don't know.
If you fuck up, then you just lay back.
It's the R word. I mean, it's just the R word.
Well, yeah. That's kind of what's being insinuated here, as far as I'm concerned, right, Josh?
Yeah, I agree.
Gross.
Right.
I wonder what the chat thinks. Does anyone else in chat thinks this is creepy? Let's wait the 1 minute, and then we'll hear what they say.
So here's the whole context. It says, but I am out of practice, and I think he is the kind of man who might hear more promises than you meant to offer and expect to have them fulfilled. A small smile suddenly appeared on her lips. My mother always said if that happened, you had miscalculated badly. If there was no back way out, you had to either abandon dignity and run, or pay the price and consider it a lesson. The smile took on a roguish cast. My Aunt Rosara said you paid the price and enjoyed it. Weird. I don't like that.
All right, and I gotta
definitely tasteless.
Matt, everything coming out. Going in is always better than coming out. Sorry.
But you know what?
Let's just put that out there. In is always better than out. I'm a bottom.
Well done, Ryan.
Thank you. I mean, like, Matt's our favorite person in the world.
Ryan, it's no longer June. Are you sure?
Oh yeah, more yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
We had this discussion. Better in July than June.
Okay. So, what's his name? Admiral Min. So we meet Gareth Bryant. Gareth Bryant was the captain of the Queen's Guard, I suppose is his title, of Andor. Yep. He was. We're not sure why he left. I don't know. But he is no longer in the palace in Andor. He is in this New Bream or whatever. What's the name of the fucking town? Bream's Wood.
Drink.
Yep. With where he is like running his like small estate.
Where he's from, right?
Yeah. It seems like it. It seems like this is where he's from, and is where like his kind of hometown. And he's like, all right, well, now I'm just doing my small little village shit. I'm no longer part of that. And But he is also the lord of this area, apparently, and is in charge of justice and all that. He has a little trial. There's witnesses. There's this. There's and he says, "All right, you'll get paid for your barn. You get paid for 6 cows that died. Although I hear some of your cows weren't the fucking best. I hear they were drying up." And he's like, "What?" And he gets a silver mark for his black eye, and that's it. And so he also, for his gold and silver that was stolen and the 4 horses. He tells the 3 women that they are responsible for working off that debt that he just paid to Admiral Nin. And he's like, "So you're going to work for me until this is paid off. I'll pay you fair wages, room and board. You get a decent pension if you stay and it's vested after 5 years. Then you know what, you can actually make a pretty good." Oh no. Right. As soon as I start talking financial stuff, Ryan bounces.
Ryan bails.
But he's like, Ryan, you showing the app?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. By request.
So the town is called Corey Springs.
When
The woods are Bream Wood. Just
drink again. What, Josh? You good? Oh no.
Yeah, I'm good.
Are the aliens attacking? Okay.
We are in. So he tells the girls, "Hey, you're working for me until this debt's paid off, and it's pretty hefty. Your buddy Logan, or whoever, took 4 horses. That's a drag. Shouldn't have done that. That's even more." But they swear. Swan does this oath, quote, "By the light in my hope of salvation and rebirth."
Didn't he already have horses?
Logan?
Weren't they already on horses?
Well, yes, but I suppose, yes, because Swan, Ryan, are you
When they met him in the street, they were on horses, right? That they had taken from the tower.
And when when Logan meets them later, he has their horses with them.
Yeah, he has Bella, right? Okay, so he took 4 horses, but they were their horses, not stolen.
Correct, but yes, correct. But it was something about him, them having to repay for stealing. I don't know, stealing.
Bella! I did a 3-part harmony right there. We lost.
Hold on. Define 3-part harmony, Ryan.
I did 3 different notes.
It was you singing over you.
But I did 3 different notes. Bella!
All right. Ryan, I'm pretty good on the Bellas, right? So, they swear that oath, by the light and hope of my salvation, may the Creator face turn from me forever and darkness consume my soul. What the blah blah blah. That is quite the. That's quite. I don't know. That's quite the oath. And Gareth Bryn is like, wow. I didn't expect that fucking shit, but okay, cool. But we turn out it was a ruse because Swan's like, yeah, fuck that guy. Yeah, I didn't say when it started. Ha ha ha, loophole. Ice and I drink.
Stupid. Yeah, right. Such fuckery.
I said I Jagger. Yeah, I didn't say when.
Oh, the truth you hear is not the truth you hear.
Hey, Ryan, do you want to bet $20 that I can
No.
bench press? I said doll hairs. Loophole.
Loophole.
So they're off to the manor to go work in the fucking kitchens or whatever, work in the fields. Although Carolyn is like, hey,
brother Dan, where was that comment about the horses?
It says it here.
What
Quote,
page?
a pity your companion took your horses. 4 horses would reduce your debt by some.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, got it. There we go. That's what I thought it said. Okay.
And they were like, no, it wasn't us. We barely knew that guy. What? You know, he was. We were driving by. He had his thumb out. We're like, all right, we'll give him a ride. Well, all right, hop in, man. We don't know him. He had drugs. They're not mine. All right. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little too personal right here.
He planned it on us.
I didn't know he was a cop.
My Miranda rights. I'm suing. Oh, I can't anymore. Sorry, Supreme Court.
Thanks. But, Ryan, we can all kneel on the 50-yard line and pray, right?
Hallelujah.
Let's do it. Let's go right now to a 50-yard line. Let's go kneel and pray.
Everyone in chat, go find a 50-yard line.
This is our right, guys. We can show up with a gun. We can walk out onto a high school football field.
Yeah, you can have AR-15 and pray on the 50-yard line.
Like Tim Tebow. We can fire off some rounds into the air and go, God bless me.
Yeah. Who's that dog in the background?
Hey,
John!
dog. Hey, dog talk.
What is happening? Dog.
Beautiful.
There's a dog. Josh, there's a dog.
Ryan, concentrate.
Fucking
Ryan.
open. It's a black dog.
Black dog. Yeah, we're dog sitting for some friends right now for a couple months.
Okay, good. Okay. Oh,
well, you're not sitting on it very well. It's way over there.
He was just under me a second ago. I was on him.
Okay. Good.
You're riding around.
There's talk in the wagon as they're riding off to the manor. It's all bumpy. We find out that Min's name in the old tongue means
Serenla, at least does.
Stubborn daughter.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, maybe in the next town I'll call you Charlinda. That means sweet girl. Barf. Anyways, I hate this. And again, it's all like, imagine someone in our like you walk up in a business meeting and someone's named Cinderella. And you're like, hold on, your name's Cinderella? That's how I, anyway.
It's weird. But let's talk about real shit though. So Min, we're in her POV and she starts doing her whole thing where she starts thinking about her powers. Mm-hmm. Are we there yet, Dan? We're there. Let's go there.
Yeah. Logan comes up. The wagon suddenly starts lurching, and the horses are galloping. They're like, "Wait, what the fuck?" They look out. The dude, what's his name? Joni loves Chachi. His name's Joni. He got hit in the head. Logan threw a sling and is rescuing them. And so, Min sees a vision of Logan there where he is like in glory, right?
Do we all have that friend who calls you Chachi? I have one. I assume
you have a friend who called you Chachi?
Oh, Chachi. Yeah. Or look at this Chachi. Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume everyone
used this like a derogatory, like, look at this chump. Look at this Chachi.
Yeah, like look at this Nimrod. Look at this, yeah.
So you have a friend who calls you a Nimrod and a chump? Ryan, get new friends. Ryan, he's not being friendly. He's not being nice. So here's where it says. It says, for an instant to Min's eyes, a halo flared around Logain's head. A radiant crown of gold and blue. Swan and Leanne saw nothing, of course, though they knew what she could do. She had seen Logain's halo before, and she knew what it meant. Glory to come, but for him, perhaps above all men, surely that made no sense at all.
All right. So, Josh, are you under the impression that this viewing was a happenstance that Min was observing occur in reaction to something Logain did? Like, did Logain do something?
Well, here's how it's prefaced, Ryan. It says Logain's big hands tightened on his reins until Min heard his knuckles crack. He shivered with emotions and strong check. I will stay a while longer, Mara, he said finally. A little while longer. And then suddenly she sees this halo come up. Did he manifest this by his decision? Did he have a choice but not to make the decision? What is going on with Min's visions? Because we hear that they always come true, right?
FartVader really, I think, is postulating one of the stronger arguments.
Hablar.
He goes, hablar. Yo hablo, tú hablas, usted habla. Logain hablar wasn't conjugated. This had no real voice, thus false track.
Logain hablamos?
Yeah, he was
no, actually Logain hablas. Muy bien.
Yeah, muy bien. Gracias.
Hablas con Swan.
¿Cómo se dice en español FartVader?
FartVader. ¿Cómo se dice? Saquen sus cuadernos, por favor. That means take out your notebooks, please.
Tu madre venga naranjas en la calle.
Mi verga es la verga de fuego.
Boom.
Sí. It burns. Okay.
So, I mean, Min has seen this vision of the halo every time she's seen Logain. I think this is the third or fourth time. This is at least the third time we've heard about it. So,
okay, so
it's not vision. Surprising. No, I mean, it's not in response to something he just did.
Okay,
but it's about some future of glory, and she's never been able to make sense of it.
Now,
because he has been built. No, what's the word for men?
Gentled.
Yeah. Oh. And in theory, should not have any volition for life anymore because he's been gentled after being able to channel.
Right.
But it seems that he has right, but it still seems he has a thirst for revenge. And perhaps that's driving it. I mean, I assume that he's going to become some sort of leader in a post Rand influenced world. That's my guess.
A leader in a positive way or a negative way?
Yeah, like Rand, I believe in the next chapter thinks about using him.
Sexually?
Yeah, Ryan. Jesus. Ryan, drink for that.
I am sorry. Yeah. Spank me, Dan.
You just RJ'd yourself.
Yeah, that was... I outed myself as a secret RJ. There's
secret RJ.
But you drink and
anyone else think that's sexy? Oh no. Okay. Let me walk away.
Ryan, I think it's sexy.
Quietly sulks off.
Yeah. How like the fan is kind of flowing your beard like gloriously though.
Yeah, it is. I thought I saw a tail flowing up there for a second too.
So
yeah,
glorious.
I think
like a Beyonce concert. Go ahead.
Yeah, so does he end up ruling some small part of a kingdom or being put into power as a figurehead to mislead someone about the Dragon Reborn? I don't know. I mean,
So we had heard about Logain in mostly negative terms. If he was a false dragon,
Right.
which we consider to
Who
be
could channel though?
who could channel, but they are like
a motherfucker.
agents of chaos in the shit. They're not the real dragon. They just cause chaos kind of stuff. But here Logain is kind of being portrayed in, I don't know, he didn't kill the dude.
He's an anti-hero.
Okay, go on with that. Like, give me an example.
How he's being portrayed? I mean, he didn't kill the guy. He's following up, sieving the women because they made promises to him, and he has something he feels the need to give back and to see through his revenge, essentially. His revenge on whom? I'm assuming the White Tower for milding him, as Glenn called it.
Milding. Well, can we assume that Elida was part of his gentling process? Kind of
Takes 13 Eastai. I would assume it's the Reds who do it.
Yeah. So what?
I always thought of RJ as like a hit it and quit it type of guy.
Stop RJing yourself. Stop RJing yourself. Stop RJing.
Yeah.
You'll go blind.
Yeah, you'll go. Oh man, I got a hairy palm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like hair grew on my palm. I don't understand.
I never got that
Yeah.
whole reference.
Yeah,
I never
that was
got the
weird,
hairy
right?
palm.
Did you ever look to see if someone had a hairy palm? You're like, hey.
I've never seen a hairy palm. I've never experienced hairy palm, and I jack it more than anyone I know. Just kidding.
Ryan, you don't have sex with your bathers? I know I do. Hey, a Coming to America reference.
So has it ever happened that someone has been healed from being separated from the one power?
Not that we know of.
Well, you would think that Swan and Leanne were like the Amerlin and the keeper of the Chronicles. You would think that if it had happened, they would know about it.
Yeah, but
They
the
seem
Aes
to know
Sedai's
everything.
memory doesn't go back that far. It only goes back to the time of the breaking. It's like the library at Alexandria was burned down, right? I mean, in a parallel cultural sense, right? They've lost all that information. Now, the Forsaken have memories from before that time and might know knowledge from before that time.
Yes.
So
Are
maybe
you predicting that the Forsaken are going to show how to change this condition?
or maybe just the Two Rivers people. I don't know.
What do you
Or
mean,
maybe Min.
What do you mean Two Rivers people? What do you mean by that? Like,
Well, like how we've kind of said that, like the five or the six from five, the five folks from the Two Rivers are kind of like on their own team, doing their own thing, not really like beholden to any other authority. I don't know.
And we do hear that. I mean, they
are you referencing that to like the separation, like the fixing that? Like, are you referencing?
Well, like, so could he have glory without having the one power?
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But it just makes me wonder if maybe he somehow gets his access back.
How would that happen?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking if that's something we've ever heard about so far in the text. I guess not. So maybe it's not possible.
So
maybe. So it's either Rand has to use him or the Aes Sedai have to use him and put him into some sort of power where glory is a possibility, or he needs access to the one power again, right?
What would happen if the Aes Sedai were to strip Rand of his ability to touch the
Brother Dan, let's say hi to Deja Who, a new name in chat.
Deja Who?
Deja Who?
Hey, welcome.
I want to firmly say that I'm rubber, you're glue. I don't rock, only you, baby.
Only you.
Oh, and Twatcast has joined us. What's up?
Oh, what up?
What's up?
Dude, we're never forgetting you guys, even though we're having this highly intellectual conversation that's just blowing your mind. You can't even imagine how we're juggling all these thoughts at once. I'm still reading chat. We're still with you, babies.
Ryan, I smelled something that smelled like wet pennies, and I'm like, oh, I bet Twatcast is in the chat.
This smells like wet pennies. Okay,
wet pennies.
Wet pennies, like copper underwater. Okay.
I don't know. Come on, guys.
Sure,
Come on.
sure.
Come on. I'm trying here.
You're trying.
I'm trying.
I think anytime you add wet to something, it does add like a qualitative difference that no one likes.
I believe, Dan, it's the smell of moist pennies.
Oh.
Ooh,
Did you? I'm sorry. Did you say penny? What'd you say?
Brother Dan?
Moist pennies.
Moist.
See, it's that Florida accent. I keep hearing.
Yeah, I think he's saying
dirty.
like he loves
Moist,
many moist penises. That's how they say it in
moist panties.
Moist pennies.
Pennies.
Pennies. Oh, pennies. Okay. I was hearing panties this whole time, Grace. Grace. I don't know. It's late, guys.
Now that was a Freudian slip.
Yeah, totally.
I'm so glad it's not another woman's name that came out.
A silk Freudian slip at that.
Janet.
At least it was your wife.
At least it was my wife. Yeah. So Logain rescues the ladies. He decides, I'll hang out with you. Swan gets on our favorite girl, the stout mare Bella. And although she thinks that Bella is, she's not very good on a horse, but she's better on a fishing boat, I think. Bella. So, yep, very nice. Very nice. I like the heavy metal one, right? Yeah, but I like the techno one, I think, a little better. It just gives me nostalgia, I guess.
Still waiting for the specific Oralox version. Still waiting on that. Let's stare at him. He's like, I'm sorry.
One day, Ryan, one day.
He's like, I'm dog sitting. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I mean, I got this cute, lazy dog that just lays down on the floor.
He's laying down back there.
I can't possibly work on that. So they end up splitting. Hey, look at that. No, it's gold rim. That's when you have Goldschlager. You don't know if it's clean or dirty. So they leave. Thanks. They leave. They're like, yeah, we're not important enough even for this dude to chase us. Let's just split. Swan's like, I didn't say when. I'll be back. I'll take care of this little oath I did, but don't worry about it. We got work to do, and they all leave. So Leanne tries her sexy stuff. Swan defies her oath. Min is just scared. And, oh no. And we switch to Gareth Bryn. Gareth Bryn. Talking to Carolyn. And there's another freaking suggestion of assault. So I guess the rule was, all right, they stole from Admiral Nim. Admiral should get his money back from labor. That's the way it goes. And it says, quote, if you had set them to work for Admiral Nim, as the law required, she went on, this would be none of your affair at all. But Gareth Bryn says, but I did not, he told her, and would not if I had to do it again. You know as well as I do, Nem and his male kin would be trying to corner those girls day and night. and Megan and the rest of the women would make their lives the pit of doom. Pit of doom. That is if all three girls didn't accidentally fall down a well and drown. And she goes, even Megan would not use a well, not with the weather we've been having.
So weird. Such a weird comment.
That whole little conversation. So Gareth Bryn is fully aware that there are creepers. There's like, it wasn't safe for those girls to be assigned to that household, in his opinion, because the male kin would be up on him day and night. It's gross, guys. But Gareth Bryn is woke as fuck, guys. He's like, yeah, I see this. I see that this is an issue, and I'm going to address it, and that's why the girls are working for me, because I'm going to pay them fair wages.
Do you think if they were uglier, he would have just let those guys have at him?
Ryan.
What? He was totally into them.
Well, you do have a point.
Like,
and
yeah, he was impressed. He was impressed with her, like flirting with them, but was really like had eyes, yeah. I mean,
her swan.
Really, yeah, he was into them, and like he didn't want those guys to be like fuck with them. Like just wondering if he wasn't into them, would he be like, yeah, whatever, nice oath. If I'm upsetting these guys, I gotta check myself.
Jesus Christ, right?
If Twatcast is like shocked, all right. Hey, it happens.
It happens.
It happens. I mean, I'm out on a limb here, baby. All right, everyone thinks you're doing Sudoku when you're not.
Crossword puzzles, I think, but yeah.
No, that's Wordle.
Wordle. No, I'm just reading or trying to remember where. Yeah, like he was into Swan. Carolyn wanted him to get up on the Damani girl.
So what do we think of Carolyn?
Yeah. It's a matchmaker.
Like
yeah,
should she be
picks out his clothes,
Elaine Maxwell?
picks out his partners, has been managing his affairs.
Yeah, I think at night she's just like secretly goes into the bedchamber, lifts up the blankets, checks the swelling of his testicles, and she's concerned that they're just getting full and full and full. She's like, man, you gotta work that shit out.
You are swelling. I watched your sheets, and you nocturnally admit like 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah. What are you, a deacon?
Deacons can fuck.
Can it?
Yeah. You can be married in a deacon.
Oh, shit. Of all the religious names.
You picked the wrong.
All right. What are you, a Catholic priest? Huh? But they get laid more than. Anyways, just kidding. Moving on.
So, new bream.
Sorry, I got busy for a second.
Me too.
All right.
So what? So we see that. So the 20 men are getting ready to ride out after them, despite what they thought that Bryn was just going to kind of forget about them.
Right.
But, like all of his old soldier boys are getting in the saddle again. Like they're getting ready to head out. Then this dude rolls up and tells him about tear falling.
Right, and he tries
and
to be all jokey. He's like, "Hey, man, hey," and Gareth was having none of it. Go on. He says that tear's falling. The guy he grabbed, he's like, I don't know, the sword that can't be touched. He touched it.
Right. So dragon, he realizes, okay, the dragon is reborn. Tarvalon, there's big. There's a new Amerlin seat. Elida, right? Okay, yeah. So Elida, who he knows. So he got sent off by Morghese when the Forsaken dude arrived, right?
Lord Gabriel.
Lord Gabriel.
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know if he was sent away or left on his own. Does it say it here that he?
I thought Bryn was
I think
her like right hand.
And she released him or something. I thought she released him.
She released him. Okay.
Okay. I don't know if it had stated.
Chat, help us out with this one. This is let's just put it out there. Was Gareth Brand? Did he leave? Did he bone out and he said, "I'm out of here"?
Did he leave or was he dismissed? Did Morgase or was it Gabriel? Who did it?
I'm pretty sure we previously read that Gabriel had him sent away because he didn't want him notifying, getting in his way of Morgase being under her compulsion. His compulsion.
All right, we got a.
Yeah, he was forced out. Okay.
We got a Raffo. He was forced out. Josh is right. And now this is controversial. It might be spoilers. So yeah. Either way. Well, I mean, in terms of his character, can you see him leaving Morgase out of protest, or does that fit in his character? Do you think
that he would just buck out?
Yeah. If he
I think he would have had to have been sent away,
unless he's super spurned like a lover, right? And then he just butthurt.
Right.
He's like, well, fine.
Well, fine.
I'll just go flounder around.
Well, yeah. Was it like
Morgase? It says here. Go ahead. Sorry, Dan. Go ahead.
Like in Game of Thrones, Bearskin the Bold, where they're like, yeah, and he's like, well, fuck you, I'm out of here. Or was he like, did he go gently into that good night? Or did he rage against the dying of the light? Go on.
So it says Morgase was forbidden ground, and every man on the estate knew it, though Bryn had never said so.
Okay.
So it's a testy subject at a minimum.
Correct.
Hey, this is a fun game for chat, guys. This is a reference that Josh did not know. He gave the swoosh over his head sign. Rage against the dying of the light. I can guarantee half of our chat knows what that reference is, and I hope we all make Josh feel small.
I would have to care, Ryan.
It's a very, very, very amazing common reference and popular.
No, Ryan, come on. What? Don't do this.
Yes. No, Josh knows everything.
Letting it out into the world.
Obviously, I don't know everything, Ryan.
And I want to make him feel bad about it. If you don't want to participate, that's all you, bro. It is a great poem, Josh.
Stay golden, pony boy.
That's not it.
No, I know.
What are you doing?
I'm changing subjects.
All right, let's go, baby. That's like the fifth baby tonight. I'm like all baby.
Baby. Boom. So yeah.
See, everyone's surprised. Josh does not know it.
No, it happened, guys. It happens. No big deal. So he does find out that Swan has been deposed, replaced, and apparently executed in the White Tower. He's
Only
like,
2
executed.
Amerlins in 3,000 years had suffered that fate, so far as the tower admitted.
Yeah, he's like, that's a bit extreme. They stilled her and executed her? Jeez.
Yeah. All right, first off, real quickly, this is funny. FartVader's guessing that your quote is metallic. Which is
do not go gently into that good night.
Which is very funny. Yes. Thank you, Wadaholic Aussie. Do you not know the Dylan Thomas poem? Do not go gently into that good night.
I would never read Dylan Thomas. I'm sorry. That's just like so not something I would do. They abandoned me.
Yeah.
That's just not something I would do.
I will
It's just
tell
not.
Chad that's not the first time I've ever heard Josh say, "Hey, that's not something I would
That's just
do."
not something I would do, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, that's the funniest thing. Yeah, great one. All right, so
Josh is on a date, and a woman's like, "Hey, give me a kiss." She's like, "That's something. That's not something I would ever do." There's so many scenarios where that's the greatest answer ever. That's not something I would ever do. Is the greatest answer ever.
it's like, why Dylan Thomas? Why not Dylan Thomas? No. That's not
No.
guys. That's not.
As long as you say it with that inflection,
it's like, hey, how was that penis in your butt? No. That's not something I would ever do. Okay,
But it was great.
I get that. Okay, I get that. How was Dylan Thomas? Anyway,
that
how
got
was
weird.
that penis in your butt?
That really got weird. I don't even know how to support that.
Ryan, you said you were a bottom.
Which was funny.
I'm just tying the bow.
No, like dynamite. I think it's a break time. Speaking of time.
All right. Well, yeah. So at the end, they're like, Gareth Bryan's like, all right, I don't know that Damani's hot, but I kind of have the hots for Swan. But he doesn't know it's Swan. He had met Swan before and thought that she could rip off flesh with her face, he was like, yeah, no, low gain, no big deal. I heard those news before, but he says, Swan Sanche, though, that was news. He had met her once nearly 3 years ago, a woman who demanded obedience and gave no reasons. Tough as an old boot with a tongue like a file. Let's drink.
Oh, no. Tongue like a file.
And a temper like that of a bear with a sore tooth. So he said he would have expected her to tear any upstart claimant limb from limb with her bare hands. Yeah, so he had this is a general. This is a guy who led all the Andor shit. He's like, this chick is bad fucking ass. Anyways,
he led all the Andor shit.
He led all the Andor shit. There was a tweet, like a joke tweet that was like, "Hey Candor, why you want to be us so bad?" Signed Andor or something. Something like that.
Why are you stabbing yourself?
Why are you stabbing
yourself? Why are you stabbing yourself?
All right, so he is so he means it ends at his point of view ends with Gareth Bryan's like, yeah, I'm gonna find this Mara. He meant to have
give me answers.
If he had to take this Mara by the scruff of her neck and shake her, he would have answers. What did I miss, Josh?
I don't think anything.
You missed this comment.
It's there's a lot going on, but it's like not really that interesting. I don't know. The part about the tower here, this paragraph that starts with it all stank of trouble. It's kind of interesting hearing his his expectation about what the dragon and the fall of the tower together mean.
Correct. Do you want to read it? Do you want to read what you're referring to? I have it here, but go for it.
It all stank of trouble. Everyone knew that the tower had secret alliances, strings tied to thrones and powerful lords and ladies. With the new Amerlin raised in this fashion, some would surely try and test whether the Aes Sedai still watched as closely. And once this fellow in Tyr quelled any opposition, not that there was likely to be much if he really did have the stone, he would move against the Ilion or Karhian. The question was, how quickly would he move? Would forces be gathered against him or for him? He had to be the true dragon reborn, but the houses would go both ways and people too. If petty squabbles broke out because the tower... And then, old fool, he muttered. I'm assuming referring to himself.
Right.
He doesn't need to worry about this anymore, but he does need to decide where his small house will decide to go under the kingdom of Andor. So it's like, and this is what Rand knew that people would expect of him, and he did the opposite, right? He sent food from Tyr into Karhian and quelled the civil war, right? So it's neat to see. It just reifies for me that Rand has a better grip on what is expected of him as the dragon and is fighting, and again, is using his free will against it to ensure things are changing. And we already got this conversation with, well, actually, no, it comes later. In Ruidian, the conversation between Rand and Moiraine is essentially about this very topic. And he's like, and she's like, everywhere you go, war and destruction follows. And he's like, but not Tyr. And he's like, oh, I said that too quickly and defensively. And she's like, you're right, not in Tyr. And then he's like, bothered by her hardness towards even her own people. It's just an interesting whole, sequence of interactions.
Right. Rand kind of takes pride, and he's like, no, I handled Tyr pretty well.
Right.
I didn't fucking no one.
And we now know too that his plan was to rouse the tribes of the Aiel and bring them as a force to negotiate with the rest of. I always think Rand has free will. I think that they're
around him.
I think that his free will is what ensures the free will of all the other individuals within the universe, the Wheel of Time universe.
Wait, his free will ensures the free will of everyone else?
Yeah, I think by his rejecting his to do what is expected and interceding. So, like we've gone back and forth. The Dark One, despite breaking them out from the cycle of suffering, won't necessarily give them free will. But if Rand uses his free will to not do that which has been prophesied entirely, and instead destroy the Dark One again to ensure that people have free will, I'm assuming that's where we're going with this whole book. That is what happens during the last battle. Is that all of this is tied up in free will.
All right, game over, guys. See ya.
I mean, we have a lot of books to get there, right? But
this is a mighty battle.
Yeah. Read slowly and find out.
Fantastic. So everyone seems to know that whoever pulled Calendar, so they may not know the prophecies of the dragon per se, the Carathian cycle, but they know that the sword that isn't a sword, Gareth is like, I don't even know what the fuck that means. And an Ioman grabbed a sword? That's weird. But they all know, it seems, or at least Gareth knows that, all right, well, this guy pulled Kalendor, so that means he must be the Dragon Reborn. That's the deal.
Hey, Josh, you have any comments on this question? That's in text on chat right now. I'm posting on the screen. Stop.
What does the holy super vowel
AE mean?
Like in real history, as in a Sedai
or Sendai?
Sendai.
Yeah. AE. What is? Do you have any?
Like in Aether?
That's the only thing I can think of is Aether, but no, the holy super vow AE, huh? So then, if he's follows it up with this. Does this make any sense to you also? It's also kind of means A as in beginning of the electric universe. I'll expand because I don't want to blow your mind.
Whoa, come on, FartVader. Thanks
all
for
you do
thinking
is
our minds. No one wants our mind.
You've been wanting to blow our minds since the first time you got in chat. Let's have it.
All right,
let's
lay
have
it on us.
baby. Let's go, baby.
Let's go, little guy.
Keep the baby train going.
I like this comment. Yes. Josh finished these chapters like.
I had to reread them today because I read them so long ago.
Yeah.
To be honest, FartVader, I don't know. I just know that it's a diphthong. It's like a Latin diphthong, but I don't. You're wearing a diphthong, Ryan, under your.
I'm wearing right now. It's a diphthong.
Is that Refuse 73 song about diphthongs?
There's Nimrods and diphthongs.
What was that band? 1979. Never mind. There was that band 1979. It's something 1979 like that. What was it? Do you remember the word?
Let's spend as much time as necessary.
Do you remember? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I remember a band that had the number.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah.
Do we want to finish this Altima passage before break, or do we want to take a break here and then come back and do Altima and Meridian?
Ryan, do you need to take a break right this second?
I'm golden, baby.
All right, let's talk. So the High Lady is, so it shifts perspective. The High Lady Altima is from Kyrian? Where
Kyrian? Yeah, I think so.
Kyrian or Ilian? I don't have it highlighted.
Kyrian.
Okay.
She had seen men and women laboring in the sun, even begging the streets while wearing the remnants of Kyrenian nobles' garb.
Okay.
She thought she had recognized one or two.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So she is there from Kyrian. She is there to see Morghese, and she does so. She had met Morghese before, and
once
being
previously.
Go on.
Yep. 5 years ago. Yeah. Right.
And so she meets with her. And yeah. So we do get Morghese's full title. It's Morghese by the grace of the light, Queen of Andor, defender of the realm, protector of the people, high seat of Lord Fogan. Morghese is dressed like a whore.
Basically. Lots of bosom.
Lots of bosoms. It says, a woman that deep in the man's thrall could lash out in a jealous rage at the smallest provocation or none at all. She knows that there's this thing with Gabriel, and Gabriel does actually come in later on. So I didn't highlight much in this. What do you want to talk about in this point of view here?
I don't really think there's a whole lot that's important. The most important stuff is how Morghese responds when he comes in, basically, and then how he uses his compulsion on Altima as well to kind of get more information from her. And we know he's got a soft spot for the hotties.
Josh, who doesn't? I mean, welcome
and this
to Paris Hilton's world.
And we know that this is one of the women. Isn't this one of the women that Rand sent away? She's the one who poisoned her husband. And Rand,
you are so good,
gave her husband to the woman who was his lover or something. I forget exactly the details, but
and she even mentions that she's surprised that Morghese knows that she was married.
Right.
And she's like, yeah, I hope he's fucking dead by the time I get home. So it says, Morgay said, it is long since we met. Is your husband well? Is he in Camelin with you? It says, hastily, Altima shifted her plan. She had not thought Morgase knew she had a husband.
Right.
But he was well last time I saw him. The light said he dies soon as well to get on with it.
Shit.
Yeah.
So this is basically an info drop for Morgase about Rand and about him taking Kalendor and the stone and the prophecies and the Aiel, right?
She remembers meeting him.
Right. When he came over the wall, when he fell over the wall.
Right. But that was, I mean, I'm bad with names.
But Elaine took him under her wing and protected him, which is probably why she remembers.
Notable. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense then. But yeah, I would be like Rand. I'm sorry. What? Have we met? I'm sorry. Right. Yeah, she remembers everyone. And I bet you she's meeting dozens of people a day she doesn't know.
Hubba.
How dare you? How dare you say that about the queen? Well, Queen of Andor, defender of the realm, protector of the people, high speed of seat of Lord Turkan. God, bite your tongue, you blasphemer.
And the Aiel and Andor are enemies from the Aiel War. Is that right? Which is why Elaine had such preconceptions about them.
Well, no, they never reached Andor at all.
Right, but Andor sent soldiers to battle them in the east, right? When they came over to Karhian.
That's a point I don't remember. TBH.
I think you're probably right. I know that Tamothor was from a legion from Ilion. So I assume that Andor probably sent some soldiers there as well. But the IEO, once they took care of their business in Kyrie, and they bolted. They
went back. Yeah.
So the paragraph here says, Morgase reflected, there have been rumors this past year, but they have not come out of the waste in 20 years, not since the Aiel War. The world certainly does not need this Rand al'Thor bringing the Aiel down on us again.
Did she call them savages?
No, well, the other woman does. Altima does.
Yeah.
But not Morgase.
Okay, yeah.
Well, let's call it like Aiel Hurricane Katrina. And even though they weren't in
too soon,
New Orleans.
Too soon.
No, I think it's just right enough.
Too soon.
But even though they weren't in New Orleans, they still were aware of the impact that the Hurricane Aiel Katrina had. That's how I feel.
I don't remember. I'm remembering something about Elaine having preconceptions about the Aiel that were broken when she met them in Terre.
Yeah, no, her teaching. Yeah, she was taught as a young, soon to be, princess queen,
right?
To be like all the cultures of all the nations, right? That was like really specific to her storyline that she's taught about.
Yeah, she had been told about all the cultures, right?
Yeah, she's supposed to like name like all the different siblings and seats and what have you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
unimportant.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, but definitely though that point of like was her, the knowledge that she was learning like accurate,
right?
it seems like maybe it wasn't, right? Or Holy, yeah, telling the whole story.
Right. Yeah, for some reason I thought that like Andor had come and like helped during the Aiel War to battle against, to protect the West from Karhian.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Is it
from the Aiel and Karhian? But it again doesn't matter.
I mean, it's a good point. Yeah, so, I think that's a good question. I just don't remember. I wonder if anyone. Yeah. So here, YL is saying every nation sent soldiers to fight. Yeah. So maybe that's almost to be expected because Aiel, but also like maybe you're thinking that because Tam, is from Emmons Field, which is part of Andor, and he ended up in the battle. But I don't know if that's even related. Like he fought for Ilion, like that storyline, and why he was like there, not part of Andor's army, is a whole nother story. So
right. So this is. I just wanted to point out that when Gabriel comes in and puts his hand on Morghase's shoulder and kind of like deflects her and is like, Morghase, you do too much. Go to your bedchamber and sleep, right? And when she gets there, she starts to have this realization that, like, wait a minute, I'm not tired. It's the middle of the day. And it's like we're starting to see that breaking down of his control over her. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming that's some sort of foreshadowing of, like, her shrugging off his control at some point within the narrative. And we kind of... We saw that previously when the first time we saw them together and she was all dreamy. She also had a kind of similar reaction where she was like, wait, what? Yeah. What just happened here? And then, but then like it sinks back in. So it's neat to see that like, even though she's under compulsion, that like she still has her wits about her to a certain degree and is gaining more strength each time.
And that point is more powerful after you see the perspective of another woman who goes under his spell.
Right.
At the end of this chapter, it's just like I'll please you more than fucking Morghase. Like I got you, baby. Go with the baby again. But like, yeah, like but like you can see the complete submission to it from that woman's perspective. But now we're seeing cracks in Morghase, which is she's pretty badass. So.
I do also want to describe Altima's description of Morghase herself.
Right.
It says she had remembered Morghase as a beautiful woman, but the golden-haired reality told her how pale her memory had grown. Morghase was a rose in full bloom, ready to overshadow every other flower. Altima did not blame the young soldier for stumbling on his way out. She was just glad he was gone, so she would not have to be aware of him looking at the two of them comparing. Awesome. I like that line a lot.
Yep.
That she's like, yeah, I don't want this man. She's too hot. I don't want her. I don't want him to compare us because she's too hot.
Right.
But it was done tastefully. I really like that, the way it was done. But yeah, Morghase is freaking prime of her life. Right? I mean, she's. Who do we think? Morghase is a hottie. Yeah. Well said. But to your point, when she leaves, she's like, yeah, she had told Gabriel she was tired, or had he told her?
Right.
It ends with her eyes closed and she fell immediately into sleep, a sleep troubled by restless dreams of running from something she could not see. I got a little loud, right?
Oh, right. And then we get this thought about Gareth Bryn. He had certainly never told her to do anything. The Captain General, the Queen guards obeyed the Queen, not the other way around. But he had been stubborn, entirely capable of digging in his heels until she came around to his way. Why am I thinking of him? I wish he were here. That was ridiculous. She had sent him away for opposing her. About what no longer seemed clear, but that was not important. He had opposed her. She could remember the feeling she had for him only dimly, as though he had been gone for years. Yeah. So that's where I had my impression of him being sent away by her. Yeah.
But it may or may not have been her decision based on this Gabriel thing, right? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And what did we miss about the chapter 1? Are we gonna do chapter 2, Ryan? It's a long chapter.
Yeah, it's a good point. Probably not. What time is it?
What are you thinking, Josh? Do you want to do it?
Whatever you guys think. It's
like 21 pages.
20
it's
pages.
Rand hanging out in Meridian.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's an interesting chapter.
I do too. I want to talk about it, but we're already an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So, I mean, are we gonna do a marathon?
I'm not feeling it. Let's call it right now.
Are you sure?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually,
how do you feel about that, Josh? Are you all right with that?
Yeah.
And we'll have Kay with us next time, so we can get her opinion.
All right. So I put a poll up. I want to ask everyone in chat, because you guys are we love you so much. Should the Way of the Leaf start accepting live phone calls into our live streams?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Good idea.
It's something we're working on, thinking about, mulling over. We might need some help if we're going to do that, but let us know.
Well, we're just talking tavern talk, right? Or are we doing both?
Maybe both. Why not both?
Maybe
We'll
both.
see. I don't know.
Yeah, okay,
We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Maybe people have very amazing questions they want to ask.
Whenever your pitch goes up in the middle of a sentence like that, I get what you're saying.
Right?
I know what you mean.
All right, so far this poll is a smashing success. 9 votes. They're pouring in.
9 votes, huh? There's 18 people. By the way, we're at 1,099 subs right now. So get one person to sub. That I just need an even number, please, guys. 1099 is that's a tax thing. Let's get 11.
All right. Well, that's a very good point. Yes, we will be in 2037 when we find. Guys, this is just a long chapter. It's all good. We're getting ready for walk.
This was the longest chapter of the entire book.
Yes. My audio book was 90 minutes.
My actual book was more. Well, probably less. Well, no, more when I mark it up. So yeah, let's call it. We've been kind of distracted, guys, because we are doing a WotCon in 3 days. Ryan, what panels are you on, my friend?
All right, well, thanks for letting me start without any preparation. Yeah, I'm going to be on the mental health panel. That's right. I'm going to be on the mental health panel, and I will be moderating this panel, and a surprise guest for the panel is going to be Daniel Green. That's right. Daniel Green requested to be on the mental health panel, and he will be there. That's exciting for me. I'm also going to be on a relationships panel with some super fun guests as well. And then we're doing Watchinary, which is we're kind of ending the whole thing on Sunday morning with a fun round of Watchinary. So that's what I'm doing. KayK is on some panels. She's doing 5 Minutes in Heaven, episodes 3 and 4, where she just gets to speculate if she could add 5 minutes of film time. What would she add to those episodes? And then she is also on the mental health panel with myself. And she'll be there with Watchinary. So yeah, it's a whole Way of the Leaf fandango. Brother Dan, what panels are you going to be on?
Thank you, Ryan. I as well.
You
as
know,
Watchinary.
you knew I was going to ask you, and you still started with an. Just. I mean, you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
No, I was listing it. Watch an area.
Is that how you start? Oh, is it no French numbers?
No, I'm just doing sound. So B, I am doing I'm on a panel with Master of the Deck, Critter and Josh from the Black Tower podcast. Critter and Josh are defending the fact that everyone should hate Gawain or prosecuting. They are prosecuting Gawain and saying that the hate for him is justified. Master of the Deck and I are defending Gawain and showing how we can all just look at this person a little bit better and how media influence has corrupted our brains. I'm also on a panel called What If? That is kind of an improv panel. It seems like we'll do little sketches or commentary as far as people will say, what if blah, 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 blah. And then we're going to meet for like 2 minutes, kind of arrange something. And I think we're going to, I think it's a little improv thing. So that should be fun as well.
Yeah. And then we'll be holding panels out in the smoking section in the back. Feel free to come panel with us with drinks and what have yous.
I'll have some medical panels I will share.
Is Danny Green our patient? Yeah. Oh, we are not equipped to give diagnoses or medical advice.
No.
But I will tell you to your face. Pull your pants up. Pull your pants up. Get a job.
He will tell you to pull your pants up and get a job.
Yeah.
I've seen him at 7-Elevens. He's done it like 4 or 5 times.
I'm the white Bill Cosby.
He's like, pull
your pants up.
Why are you talking about stuff like that?
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Please travel safely and get there. If you're going to WatchCon, get there safely. And feel free to approach us and say hi. And don't be shy because I am. And it's helpful. Brother Zach, we love you. FartVader, YL, everyone in chat. Josh, Dan, I love you all. KayK also in chat. We'll see you next week, everybody. Next Tuesday, we'll be back for chapters 2 and 3.
Yay.
A run
Sounds
for
good.
lives.
And we will definitely get 2 chapters done next week. Josh, your patience is only surpassed by your incredible good looks.
Angel just comes at the end. Angel.
At the right.
Angel, drive straight when the road's straight. Turn when it turns.
Turn when it turns.
Turn when it turns.
I like that, right?
Yeah. I maybe I should say go forward, not straight.
I was about to say always forward, never straight. Yes.
Go forward, not straight. All right. I'm hip. Everyone will be like, come join us in Discord. Let's hang out.
And we'll see whoever's going to WatchCon. I'm bad with names, so introduce yourself more than once to me.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Run for your lives.
Run for your lives.